everyone, welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am that hot MILF who can't wait to date your boyfriend. And yes, I'm talking to my daughter, Doo.
And I am the #1 Becky simp, Sobroni.
Debatable. And welcome back to another episode of Waifu Wars podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu because she is trash. How you doing, Oni?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm tired as fuck. Today just felt like, I don't know. Just like I think I think it's because I had to cook. Me cooking and then just bum rushing all the anime we have to watch. I don't know. After that, it tires me out a bit for sure. But I made my little egg rice meal. Not my egg rice. Well, it did have rice and egg in it. Sorry, was it like Chinese tomato egg?
Fancy.
Not really. Actually, it's a very low bar dish. Very low bar. I even think you can make it, Oni.
Well, I had fried chicken and white rice like a normal person, not no fancy ass Chinese tomato rice.
I really don't think it's actually quite simple to make. Well, yeah, which means it's moderate difficulty for you, maybe high, who knows. And even how even in that recipe, even in a Chinese based recipe, I'm still listening to my ancestors when they tell me how much to put into it. I always just ignore. I don't ignore the measurements per se. They're just like guidelines, just like like this is a baseline and you can add more or less how you feel. And as a Black person, I'm just always gonna add more. I'm still gonna listen to the ancestors, and they always guide me to a delicious meal 9 out of 10 times.
Well, nice.
So yeah. So with a somewhat full stomach, let's start the podcast. We're going to start always with our new segment, This Week in Anime. I think I'm going to go first. According to Anime News Network, Ikebukuro on the rise, Akiba on the decline with Otaku's next generation. That's right. Everyone who is a millennial or old as fuck and everything we know and love is dying. Hooray!
Dying.
So yeah, so anyone who knows, who's literally watched anime or who's a weeb, everyone knows that Akihabara is the world center for like anime and otaku shit. But apparently that's not the case. An article from Nihon Keizai Shinbun, or simply called as Nikkei, suggests younger otaku find Ikebukuro as their new home. Now this is for a bunch of different reasons. The biggest one that I feel like the number one reason why most things have died in the past couple of years is, of course, COVID. Yes, so many otaku related arcades and stores such as Animate and Tora Noana, they have closed. So, apparently stops like stores like that were centerpiece to the otaku culture.
Closed. That's sad.
Yes, sir. Interesting enough, Akihabara, would you believe me if I told you it wasn't known originally for its anime and otaku culture? Apparently, because of the boom of PCs in the 80s and 90s, actually Akihabara was first known as a town to get computer parts and computer products as a whole.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a good overlap between computer nerds and
that's literally what I was gonna say. It was easy to make that shift into the otaku culture because of said overlap you just mentioned.
Someone who works as an IT, there's a lot of anime related stuff in the IT world.
Yes, sir. And yeah, and then it grew to the point where it definitely became like a tourist destination. Um, excuse me. Apparently, there were some people, which just makes sense. I can't even be mad. There's some Japanese nationalists who are just like, man, I don't want to be in Akihabara anymore. Anyways, it's too touristy.
Mm. I mean, I get that. It's like over here when people are like, that's why I never go to like touristy spots in New York.
Exactly. That's why I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, really, I can't even be mad at you for that opinion because that's exactly how I feel about Times Square. So yeah. So apparently, the word on the block is that Nikkei, not Nikkei, excuse me, that's the article. The Nikkei article saying that Ikebukuro is the new destination. And apparently, more specifically, they said, and this is a quote, if Akihabara is for male otaku, then Ikebukuro is for female otaku. And then there's a place called Otome Road, a street that's south of Sunshine City. Which, by the way, I'm like, these are very English sounding names. Are these just like, are we just getting a translation?
Like translations, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, in south of Sunshine City, features numerous anime and manga related shops that cater to women interests, male voice actors, BL works, and an assortment of anime and manga related cafes.
Okay, so it's basically like just for women. So I'll stick to Akihabara then.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'll enjoy my cafes. First of all, it's for the girls and the gays. Like, let's give it a buck. What's more, Animate's main store is currently undergoing reservation. Oh yeah, it's undergoing renovations, and it's also in Ikebukuro. So, and apparently, more and more anime-related events are being hosted there. So yeah, it's. I think Ikebukuro is officially becoming the new spot for Gen Z and younger otaku and female otaku.
Well, interesting.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting because it's like, whoa, that's not something I ever thought I would hear in my lifetime, that Akihabara is no longer like the anime mecca for weebs and otaku alike.
Interesting. We will see. Maybe when I go to Japan, I'll take a look.
All right. Well, that was my news. What do you got for me, Oni?
So Chainsaw Man is getting a movie of the next arc, the Rize arc. So yeah, look at that. We're finally getting our second season, but it's coming in the form of a movie. It was announced at Jump Festa 24 on Sunday. The film is titled Chainsaw Man, the movie Rize arc. No, I do not want to disable ad block. Yeah, I'm just shocked that it's getting a movie. I mean, as much people were shitting on the adaptation. First off, I don't understand why, because I thought it was brilliantly adapted. I thought it was great. When did it come out? Last year or this year?
Last year.
Last year? Yeah, I think it was one of the top anime of last year, in my opinion. So I'm glad to see.
I wouldn't say it was a top anime, but
I'd say it was a top anime.
It was
as far
good,
as action anime.
Yes, okay. Fair. It's like we had to be very very specific that this is one of those animes where it's just quote unquote good because it's so blindly stupid and really good action.
Fun, stupid.
Yes, it is. Characters. Yes.
Listen, hot take. I like it more than Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's just me. But yeah, no, I'm just happy to see it's getting a movie, or at least a continuation.
They said, "Girl, season 2, you lucky again this movie."
I mean, I imagine we'll get a season 2 after the movie. If they're gonna adapt this much of the manga, they might as well just adopt the rest of it.
But then why didn't, if you're so confident about that, why didn't we just get a season 2?
I don't know, I feel like shows are doing this a lot more often now with anime. They just do like a season and then a movie and then another season and then a movie and another season. I mean, Made in Abyss did that, and then like My Hero Academia does that constantly. All these shows do that.
What My Hero Academia doesn't it?
There's like 3 My Hero Academia movies in between the seasons.
Oh, I just assumed that's not like, source
Canon.
Material.
Well, in My Hero Academia's case, I don't think it is, but
yeah, in most cases they're not source material. Naruto.
Well, that's just the case of most anime movies in general. Usually aren't. Like Goblin Slayer did it. Goblin Slayer had a movie before the second season that's source material, but not necessary for the second season type of thing. And from what I heard about this arc, it's the same thing. It's like this is source material and it's an arc in the book, but it's like a self-contained thing where you, like, if someone were to start a second season, they wouldn't need to watch this to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
Demon Slayer did Mugen Train.
But then didn't they release?
Yeah, then they released a TV version of it.
Exactly. So I'm saying, I would say more times than not, the anime movies related to the series are not canon or source material slash source material at all.
It depends on the
majority. I think I would argue the vast majority.
I think you're just thinking of Naruto and Bleach or something.
I am Naruto.
I feel
Bleach.
like there's a trend lately to. I mean, Spy Family's doing it. There's a trend lately to just do a season and then do a movie.
Well, yeah, I guess it's this is like a new thing, like a very like relatively recent, like maybe 2 or 3 years they started doing this.
Yeah, more or less. And it's whether it's source material or not, it's still content. And if it's a good movie, I'm gonna watch it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it too. I feel like we should definitely like do a live watch of it for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, now that we are done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews.
Jujutsu Kaisen did it.
Oh shit, they did. You're absolutely right. You're 1,000% right. I forgot that was because it was an out of
because it's so self-contained.
Exactly, I didn't realize it, and it is like kind of it is pretty important, or I feel like it's going to be very important later on. Interesting. Okay, thank you for that a little bit. All right, up first we have Sousou no Frieren, episode 15.
More Stark and Fern shipping.
Oh yeah, they're really pushing them lovebirds.
Yeah, at this rate, 2 episodes from now, the episode's gonna open with them fucking. Can't wait.
Ew. Like disgusting. As a disgusting straight man as usual.
Sure.
Yeah, so everyone is where do they start off with? Oh yeah, the cursed village, everyone's cursed, everyone goes to sleep. And then Frieren with her godlike, I don't even know. She's like, oh, 5 seconds, die. Like, what?
She was prepped. She was like, listen, I just need 5 seconds to kill this stupid monster.
Right. She was like, oh, I figured it had deflective magic. I'm like, how? From the 2 to 3 seconds you were awake. That's the only thing where I'm just like, it's giving bullshit, but okay.
She's super powerful 1,000-year-old mage. I got it.
No, because you didn't even see that. She didn't even see. She didn't even see the monster. She doesn't even know what it is. No, sorry. But yeah, as you said, the second part of the episode, Stark having this very weird relationship with this noble, this weird what's the word I'm looking for? Not so much a relationship. Well, yes, that too, but like a weird sort of deal.
Arrangement?
Yes, arrangement. There you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. It was weird arrangement where he's like, pretend you being my dad's son, and then he's like, okay, and in turn, I guess you'll be kind of my father figure that I never had.
They were both like, you're like my dead son, and Stark was like, you're like the father I always wanted.
Who's also dead.
Who's also dead, but it's about his son. Yeah, I'm glad they kind of realized that about each other too. And at the end, they were like, "Yeah, that's not. I can't replace your son, and you can't replace my father. So, bye."
Yeah, so it's like, yeah,
but we can be friends though.
Yeah, that was tough, but yeah, and it was cool to see someone who was out of that village who wasn't a dick besides his brother.
I'm glad that not everyone in that village besides his brother was a dick.
Right. Like, yeah, that scene where he's like, "Oh yeah, my son isn't as talented as my oldest," but then he's like, "Oh, but I don't care because he works hard and I love my children."
I always tell him that. I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet."
I know that really did light my heart.
I love. First off, Frieren was great this episode. It's hard for me to pick a star this episode because I really like Fern a lot, but I think Frieren was just the funniest person this episode, just doing nothing. The whole second half was just her
just eating donuts,
chilling. When they were telling Fern like, "Oh, you also need to learn etiquette," and Frieren was like, "Good luck with that shit."
Yeah, she's there, right? Good luck. Let me keep eating.
At the party, she decided like, "Should we dance?"
I'm eating cake. The way I would have been like, "Girl, fuck your cake. Let's dance. You can just get more cake." But yeah, no, it was pretty funny. That dancing animation, oh my god. Oh my god.
Really nice. It was really cute.
Oh my god.
They did a really good job of blending like the
CGI. Yes. Oh, so good. I literally just like, oh, this anime is just gonna be just like we're doing normal things.
But it can look amazing.
Because I'm here for it. I like. First of all, Stark, you better dance. I was like, not Stark is also an actually talented dancer.
Yes, Ferd was actually getting into it too. She like smiled at a certain spot and then she closed her eyes. And, like,
and the dip, the extending of the hand. I was like, oh, I was like, Fern, you better work.
If that comes back at some point in the series where they have to dance or something together, or they just like there's like a bonfire at a village or something, and then he like takes her hand and they start dancing again, that will fucking be perfect. They need to call back to that.
That would, but I would say make that like a season 2 thing.
Maybe if they ever call back to it, I'm an instant anime of the decade.
not just because of that. That's
of the decade.
Of the decade. Oh my god. The decade that just started.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, no, this was a pretty good. It's a pretty nice anime. I mean, episode, but also a pretty nice anime. So yeah. All right, let's move on to Apothecary Diaries, episode 11.
This is my episode of the week.
Really?
I don't know yet. There was 3 really good shows this week. I won't make it. But it was really, really fucking good.
Yup. And for also, I fucking called it.
What? That she killed the kid?
Well, okay, I didn't say this out loud, but to myself, I'm just like, I saw that she, you know, her family ran the apiary, honey involved, dead child. I was like, is they gonna? In my mind, I was like, is they gonna say something about how like the baby ate the honey? And I only know this.
Is honey poisonous to kids? I mean, I guess so.
It's poisonous to babies, yeah. And I only know this because a few years ago there's a R&B singer named Summer Walker. I don't know if you know her, but
she gave her baby honey.
She was talking how she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give my baby an organic thing of blueberries and this and honey, and then everyone and their mama was like, oh my god, please don't feed your child honey. that could literally kill your child. Don't do that. And well, I mean, she took their advice because her baby's not dead, unlike Alduo's child.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Twitter didn't exist in fucking 1200 China.
Yeah, for real, yeah. Rip her, just born born in the wrong century.
Although I feel like if you work at like a honey apiary or whatever, you should know that. Like, come on. Like, that's your literal job. You should understand that what the dangers of honey are. Like,
Maybe some babies are just like honey, fine. Honey's okay.
Either way, the whole scene was fucking beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
the
it was
beginning where
shot
it was like
well.
directed well. Like every time they showed her face, like her stone cold, like, and then
Mm-hmm.
like the knife would be like in the background,
Background,
right on the edge of the camera. Like,
the painting of the shadow. Yeah.
I saw a funny comment on the video. It was like, while they're having the conversation, and she pans over to her with the knife, and she would have been like, very close, Mao. I didn't kill the baby with honey though. I just stabbed that bitch. no one takes Ao's love but me.
No.
Like just fully Andre.
Oh, that is hilarious. And then the whole thing about Lishu, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that's also a bit much. Like, you thought maybe Lishu might offhandedly make a mark about honey and stuff, so you went out of your way to try to kill her.
Yeah, that was a little excessive. I'm gonna talk about how the dad got kicked out for the repeated mistakes, quote unquote. I love how they just blamed him for her uterus and the dead baby.
Like,
when neither one was his fault.
Do they not have multiple doctors on staff? Is he like, oh, you're the court physician, which means you're the only doctor in the entire fucking palace?
Right. Also, why is this doctor not fired? Like, why is he not dismissed? Why is he still here?
He killed 2 babies. Oh, he almost killed 2 babies. He killed 1 baby.
Right.
If we're using this
this logic, he should have been gone. I'm confused why he's still there. And yeah, oh my god! First of all, her whole baby swap theory was that was wild.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's true.
I mean, yeah, because they kind of said it.
They look exactly like it.
That exactly. It
makes sense.
It makes sense, if they found out, and that would explain why he got kicked out, because it's like, yeah, you kind of like. You kind of didn't know which baby was what, and then you kind of just let the emperor's baby die.
The question I have is, does
how?
She know?
Oh,
that's it. I assume he does, because he was like he keeps going to see Aodo, and he was crying.
Yeah, I think he does know.
I think he knows.
He knows, or has an idea. Yeah, how the fuck do you swap baby? How do babies get switched? What?
Can you tell the difference between babies, newborns?
No, okay, but why? How did the emperor's child and a concubine's child end up being close enough to each other that you end up switching them?
I guess they were like in a nursery or something, and then you just like.
I'm like, I guess. I'm like, how do you have a nursery? Like, I'm nursing.
Maybe the doctor did it. Maybe her father did swap them.
I never saw that. Why would he? What? That would only give me. That would only raise more questions.
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, like this entire series, I've never seen like anything resembling a nursery.
Wait, maybe the prince or the emperor swapped them, because he was not emperor at the time, but he would be the only one who'd be close enough to like his brother and his son to be like swapping them.
Maybe he wanted to be like, I want maybe he was like, I want our child to like live well, but no, that's because at the end of the day, Jinshi's still like just a eunuch. Like he's just a eunuch. He's not like.
Is he a eunuch though?
That's another good question.
Because if he's like the secret, I don't know, what would he be? Would he be a prince or would he be the? I guess he'd be the prince. So yeah, if he's like the secret prince or whatever, brother of the emperor, or however it works, I can't family tree logic, but whatever, he'd be in a high position. I don't know. I feel like he could just lie about being a eunuch.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's just this episode was just like, oh my god, so many questions, so many questions,
so little answers. Well, we got good answers, but they only rose more questions.
Yeah.
Also, I like how that Mama wore her bulletproof vest to go see. It wasn't
absolutely. She was like, yeah, Mama might kill. They're trying to kill your favorite bitch. Like, to quote Miley Cyrus. But yeah, no. Rip Fang Ming. She.
Oh yeah.
They said, hello. They're just like, well, she was executed. Like I was like, damn.
I thought Mama was like, I can help you escape or something. I was like, no, I can't help you do it. I kind of like that because it's more realistic. Like, listen, they're gonna kill you one way or the other. You can choose to like let your secret out, or I can hide it for you. What do you want?
Right.
Like, yeah, that makes sense. You can't.
Just, did she think?
Escape.
Wait, did she think she was gonna be caught? I mean, like, would how would Feng Ming eventually be caught without?
I guess they would invest. They would just investigate it or something. I don't know. As opposed to Mao just being like, "Oh yeah, she did it because she didn't want Ling Shu to take Aldo's spot. Don't look any further into this."
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess that's what she did. Yeah, she was just like, "Yep, very simple reasons. Kill her." Yeah, also that moment with drunk Jinshi. Ooh, what was that? That was spicy.
It was
very spicy. He was like, "Let me be sad and cry
on you."
Wah wah wah. So yeah, that was Apothecary Diaries. It was just so many questions.
I'm only halfway through.
Right, girl. I can't wait for the next bomb. All right, up next we have Spy Family, season 2, episode 11.
Which is half my episode of the week.
I think it just straight up might be my episode. No, fuck, no, it's not. It is half my episode of the week. Yeah, it's also my half.
Yeah, this was a long-awaited Becky episode. I knew Becky was getting an episode because everyone else is fucking getting episodes. So
yep,
it only made sense that she get one, and she did not disappoint.
Exactly. It only makes sense that Becky's episode is the penultimate episode.
Yes. Oh, it was so fucking good. Oh my god, you're right. It is the penultimate episode. Damn, this was a quick-ass season. Damn.
Time flies when we have a bunch of good anime to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, Becky came... Becky, who was arguably right at her door, at Anya's door, was like, "Hey, let me come over." And then she's like, "Oh my god, I'm here. Time to seduce your father." And I love how that once Anya knew her intentions from reading her mind, she was like, "Oh, cool, I get better food. Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, that's like all it took. Understandable.
Same. Damn. Cold. Anya's still a cold ass bitch though.
Betrayal.
Right, straight up. She said, "Anya, you gotta go." I love how like when Lloyd probes her for info, she's like, "Oh my god, is he asking me out?"
I'm like, he's trying to find out information about my family. It's like,
and I think when Yor gets there, when she's just doing her little hair flip, she's like, "Oh, how about this?" Like she undoes her hair, and she's like, "How about this?" And she keeps doing it, and Anya joins her. I'm like, this is so cute and so stupid. I love it.
I kind of wish Becky would keep her hair down though, because she looks a lot cuter with her hair down.
Oh, I think I like both, honestly.
They both work, I guess.
Yeah. I think maybe like as she gets older and her hair grows longer, then yeah, I'd probably agree. Just hair down.
Mm-hmm. I really, like I said before, I really would love a time skip. This was like the one anime where I would love to see like a middle school time skip, because they would be outrageous in middle school.
Oh my god, absolutely. Oh my god! And then when she pulls out all, she pulls out all the stops, and she's like, "Wait, I forgot what Lloyd said to her." And she just replies, "Oh, so you were just playing with my heart?"
Yeah.
I think it's like, girl, what?
Looks at Yor like, please, Yor, don't misinterpret this.
And you're so sweet and naive that she's just like, oh my god, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, oh, let me try my one more move. I'm getting drunk from. Oh, I can't stand straight.
Mm-hmm. Tea.
And then Lloyd's like, girl, it's just tea. And then you're unfortunately it's like, oh my god, I killed her with alcohol poisoning. And
yeah,
make
I accidentally dropped a whole vodka into the tea I was making.
Mm-hmm. Yor thought she was that woman, like that meme. Just add 2 cups of vodka, glug 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 glug. Yeah. Oh my god, she got like slammed by that car.
Yeah.
And she just kept going, like bloody face and everything. And the car ended up actually getting kind of totaled, which is wild. And then just by the end of it, Becky is like, oh my gosh. Oh, yes. They do they go to the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, if I can be strong like her, Lloyd will love me. And then she tries to do the hammer thing and she can't even lift the hammer. And then you're just like, I got it. And just with one hand just blows up the machine.
Yeah.
And Becky misinterprets Lloyd looking at her for like, wow, he must love her, as opposed to the obvious like, oh my god, this crazy strong bitch destroyed the machine. And yeah, she ends up as Yor's apprentice. So yeah, that would be interesting. I want to see if in the time skip she like is just ends up being like really like strong and adept at fighting for no reason, but also just beautiful, and still her.
I said it before, but I kind of like that. Or I said this during live watch. I kind of like that. The takeaway wasn't like, oh, Lloyd loves Yor, I should back away, and there's obviously I'm too young to have a crush on Lloyd. It was, oh, Yor's okay with infidelity, and also I need her to trade me so I can steal her man.
Period. Like the level of delusion that Becky has.
She just gets steeped in more delusion.
Oh, queen. Then they have like this cute little moment at the end where it shows what Yona was doing while the cruise arc was going on.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing a bunch of missions, intense training. At one scene where she's like carrying a bear and the bear's just chilling there. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen in real life.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, I think maybe she like beat the bear to submission. But yeah. And then it was so cute when she gets her what did she get? Oh, I'm the souvenirs from the cruise. And she's literally starts skipping down the hallway with that just stone expression on her face.
Yeah.
Just in her mind being like, oh my god, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh my gosh. It was very cute. Very cute for Yona.
Yeah, I enjoyed this episode. We actually got a lot of this season. We got to see a lot of every character.
Yes, exactly. I think this episode literally had like 2 of my favorite background characters.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, great episode. Really good.
Enjoyed it a lot.
All right, up next we have Hyakunin no Kanojo, episode 11, which is my other episode of the week.
Same.
Yeah, I figured as much.
How could it not be?
How could it not be? Oh my god. I don't even know where to start. First of all,
this is good. I like that it blends comedy and drama, quote unquote. Like there were some tense moments here and there, but it's still a comedy.
Yeah, that whole lie detector test was that was so mean. I feel so bad for Karane. I'm like, no, not the tsundere.
Yeah, the worst person to have a lie detector on, a tsundere.
And apparently this is like the super dicks tsundere. I mean, super dicks lie detector test. Because they're like, no, you must say that exactly how you feel, or else I'm saying it's wrong.
Exact. I love him very, very, very much. No lie.
I love him very, very, very super much. Wrong. I love him more than anything in the world. I love him more than life itself. Truth. Like, that's so much. Oh my goodness. The cup size, that one alone sent me. That was so. I felt so bad.
I'm gonna be close to a C. A lie. Fine, I'm a B. Lie.
Okay, I'm B, but I'm closer to an A. Poor thing. Oh my god. Mind you, the questions could have been simple, like, what's your name?
Yeah, what's your hair color?
What's your hair color? What's the date of your birth? Is the sky gray? Is the sky orange? Right. But no. She what's her name? Is it Hakiri? Hahari.
Hahari, yeah.
Yeah, Hikari's mom, Hahari. Oh yeah, she was like, no, time to destroy your dignity. Yeah. They had a little oh my god, the part where I knew this was gonna be my anime of the week was when they did the whole condensed version of his test and like very quickly started just breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, legendary fourth wall break.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that it's a fourth wall break that's a spoiler that hypes you up at the same time. But
yes.
You ending.
That was too much. And that little montage, you're like, I love her so much. I would even die for her. Like, and then she was like, what kind of she said? How dare you make me use up all that uptime? And then she's like, it's okay. We just cut out that. We just cut out the credits. And then he's like, but wait, it's a special ending.
We made a special ending for this episode. She's like, wow, spoiler.
Oh my goodness. And then Kane holds Hakari's mom hostage out of nowhere.
Just like flat out grabs her.
She's like, I'll snap her neck. I said,
much.
You know, this is like, and we're already in crime territory, but like that's like felony. Like,
yeah, that's like you're
or whatever
attempted murder. Right
whatever
now.
The Japanese version of a felony is.
Yeah.
So that's kind of wild. Let's see. Oh yeah, so like you said, they had their little serious moment where eventually, due to the power of the anime bullshit, Rentaro kicks off the wall mid-fall and they end up in the pool.
The very deep pool.
Very unnecessarily deep fountain. So deep that Shizuka jumps in and immediately almost drowns.
I called
that was hilarious.
As soon as I saw them all running, like, wait, Shizuka can't
swim. That's what I said too. I said, wait, Shizuka so can't. And then you just see the paws, the bubbles, and then you see Kusuri start swimming towards her.
Like, what were you thinking?
Then starts giving her CPR. That was hilarious. And then Karane and Hakari share a moment where like Karane slaps the shit out of Hikari and like scolds her, and then they start crying with each other. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. I love their weird friendship dynamic.
Really good relationship,
yeah. And then like very hard shift that was a little almost borderline jarring when she was just like, let's just have a sleepover. And I'm just like,
sleepover time.
And I'm just like, I'll let it go only because it's a comedy.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if this was not a comedy, that would have not worked.
That would have been really, I would have had a problem with that. But it's a comedy, so it's supposed to go back to being lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had that little fun moment in the whatchamacallit, the
bathtub.
In the bathtub, you know, the whole as I call them, the titty brigade.
Mm-hmm.
Which Karane, you know, she escapes and then ends up having her little alone time with Rentaro, where she's just, you know, putting her head, rubbing on his abs. And I love how they get interrupted. He's just doing push-ups.
They both start doing push-ups.
They both start doing.
Like, all right, if anyone comes in, we just bust them with push-ups.
Yo, shout out to DB Zenkai, because in my mind, that's how I imagine him and his girlfriend are like. They're just like rubbing up one minute, they're just like, and then the next minute they're just doing push-ups together. Because, you know, Zenkai, he likes athletic women, from what I remember. But yeah, that was really funny. Let's see. Also I love how like Hahari also starts what's the word I'm looking for? Not lust. Is it lusting? I don't know if like lusting is not the right word.
She's just infatuated with the cute kids with the lollies.
Yes, with how cute. Yes, I think he's infatuated with all of them in general, especially dressing them up in cute outfits and whatnot. Yeah, literally to a point where she like starts getting a nosebleed.
I like that she kind of works off of Hikari well, because now she's the wild one, and Hikari's like, "Come on, mom, calm down, please stop, you're being crazy." You're being too horny.
Speaking of, towards the end, I'm just like, did they have sex at the end?
Who?
Her and Rentaro.
Well, we'll see next episode.
Right, I'm like, oh my god, they did it. In my mind, I thought the ending was like, kind of like a weird representation of him losing his virginity. Yeah. That's just like they did it in Umawaderu Penguin Drum.
Yeah, like crazy symbolism, metaphor.
Yeah, except much more stupid. Speaking of that ending,
I love the ending.
That was fantastic.
Yeah,
I think I watched it twice. It was just that stupid. It really was giving like hardcore like mother-daughter NTR vibes.
Yeah, which by the way, the scene earlier where like Rentaro confesses to Hahari, is like, "Yes, I'll make you my girlfriend," and then they're all like varying degrees of shock, and then Nano's like, "Oh, OYAKODON." That was fucking great. Literally dropping it like, "Oh, mother-daughter sex." I see. Very efficient.
Oh, okay. So, because that's on the subs, that's not.
Yeah, I didn't. Subs, it was like double whopper or something.
Right, and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" I guess I am pure, so I did not know what OYAKODON meant.
OYAKODON is the tag for mother-daughter sex. For those of you who want that information.
Wild. But yeah, this was fantastic. Good shit.
It's a great episode. Loved it. Sad that next week's the last episode though.
Same. Up next, we have Goblin Slayer Season 2, Episode 11. So the king sends those other adventurers. I guess they come back from hell or wherever the fuck they were at to fight whatever was at the comet that landed. This episode actually once again made me feel really bad for the bishop, the archbishop.
Yeah.
Like, just because, like, her trauma is literally just stopping her from, like, just fighting in general. You know? It's like, it makes you feel bad because it's like, wow, you are... Yeah, you are clearly so powerful. Like, I feel like she doesn't carry around that sword for... I just want to see her fight, like, once. Honestly. Because that sword looks so cute. It looks, I mean, well, by cute, I mean so badass. But yeah, you know, but she, you know, she can. She's a little traumatized, so... No, this episode made me it did a good job of making me empathize with her. There you go, that's the word.
Yeah.
Also, that fortress that they invaded is huge.
Yeah, what is with goblins and like gigantic fortresses?
Like, I feel like it literally got bigger every time this season. Like, next time it's like, yeah, kill the goblins. It's like, oh yeah, they took over like literally entire like capital. They took over the entire capital.
The whole city, the Goblin City.
And yeah, and they kind of just got to work, doing what they do best.
Yeah, this was like a pure Goblin Slayer episode, just killing goblins.
I always really enjoy watching the shaman fight. He's so cool with his quote unquote shaman. He's so cool with like his blades, and he also fights with his tail. Really cool. Goblin Slayer apparently just warped out like a gate scroll that just teleported people into the sky, which I'm pretty sure I'd bet my money were the reasons those dead goblins were in the snowy caps where the other team were, where they were fighting that
I think so too.
thing that I'm assuming also absorbed said goblins that fell out of the sky, and that's why it became that ugly abomination. God, that was ugly. So that was cool. And lastly, yeah, I I love that I was okay with them not showing the shaman die because I got my life from watching him kick the goblin in the nuts. Yeah. That was great. He just said, he was like, I'm gonna do some med, and then he was like, I'm gonna take this girl's hostage, and just kicks him in the nuts. I'm like, I know that's right. So yeah, just like your run of the mill Goblin Slayer shit. There's one more episode, so are they done? I don't know. Probably not.
Goblin will pop out of nowhere,
right? Because even that'd be a little too easy, even for compared to season 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Up next, we have Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 21.
I think this was my favorite episode recently for Jujutsu Kaisen. Because I like the fight. This fight was actually really like Season 1 style Jujutsu Kaisen. I love Toto so much.
Agreed. Yeah, Toto's pretty great. Mahito just simply comes up with more bullshit. Like, he's like, I'm gonna separate you by cloning the everything. And briefly separates Yuji from Toto. But Toto is, as the kids would say, is him. And, you know, joins back the fight with Yuji. But then Mahito is like, so I'm going to literally put up my domain literally just long enough to transform Toto's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Which, honestly, yeah. And then he was like, okay, but if I barely do this domain, that means I'm gonna lightly graze Sukuna's soul so that he just won't kill me. And I love, and see, this is why I love Mahito. Mahito's literally, as he talks to him, he's like, yeah, girl, fuck you, I'ma kill him, peace. And dipped. Like, just the audacity to say that to Sukuna after everything he did.
I mean, it'd be more impactful if he wasn't a little bitch at the end, but you know.
But before that happened,
yeah, before
that was oh my god. Can we also talk about that fucking crazy ass cut that reveals Yuji's teeth?
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
shit
really cool.
That was gross, but in like a good way. Like that was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, bitch, why do you look like Two-Face?
He's the new Joker.
I mean, well, I was gonna say he was Batman, but I don't.
No, way this episode ended, this could have been his villain origin story,
right? Because I think after that final Black Flash, he was just like, he like that. That was a chilling moment where he was just like, he gave in to, I guess, a sort of darkness and was just like, yeah, like, just how you want to just kill people for no reason. Like, I'm always gonna kill you. Like, whatever form, I'm gonna kill you. You keep coming back, I'm gonna kill you. I'm just gonna dedicate my life to, like, killing you. Because I hate you, and I have to just keep killing curses. and you're at the top of the list.
Yeah, you were the number one bitch that I'm gonna kill over the world.
Yeah, and go ahead. We one of the things that I like is that we see that he runs out of cursed spirits, which I'm like, finally, because he's used like a good billion of them. I was like, yo, is he ever going to like run out? Because like he's running out.
Mm-hmm.
But he did. He eventually ran out of excuse me, out of soul to use, or out of human meat shields.
Sad for him.
Yeah, sad for him. Yeah, and then of course the whole imagery of like the wolf hunting the bunny. Right. Even though I'm just like, I wouldn't call him a bunny, but sure.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I think my favorite part was just the Toto action. The whole speaking of imagery, the whole sequence with him and the idol, we're just like fucking, I'm channeling my inner idol to the idol I love to beat your ass, was great.
And you know the gag is, I don't even know if that happened. We don't know. That could just all been in his head.
Maybe.
Cause I don't know, I was online on talking to some people about Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, or reading something about a Twitter conversation about him. He's like, oh my god, he's so cool, it's so pretty. And then someone's like, girl, he's literally an undiagnosed schizophrenic. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you know what, that's fair.
Whatever gives him more power.
That is fair. And I like what this fight really emphasizes what I love about the fights in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these fights, the outcomes, it's not just like who does like the giant laser beam, like wins. It boiled down to like a simple trick. Like,
yeah,
Totoro's
that's
like,
what I'm saying. That's why I said this fight is the thing that reminded me most of season 1, because it was like actually having to outsmart the enemy, and like the choreography was really good and all that shit. Yeah, I don't know. 20 of these fights for the season have just been too Dragon Ball Z for me. This was like more return to form.
I don't know. I like a mix of both. I don't mind. I truly do not mind. I mean, yes, there were certain dips in animation for sure, but I don't know. I stand on the fact that I was okay
like
with
the little
most
comedy elements that were added to it, with the whole Toto being fucking crazy and Mahito being fucking crazy.
Yeah, agreed. Mahito just brings that nice dark humor, very dark humor that takes this anime in my mind to the next level. Like I really like Mahito as a villain.
Yeah. Too bad Toto lost his power, by the way. That's bullshit as well. I'm counting that against this anime.
But he has to clap, and he can't clap anymore.
So, first off, you could clap with your other parts of your body. He could clap those cheeks.
I think he needs to clap his hands. He needs to clap his hands, and I feel like, I don't know, unless he gets like a special type of hand where he can like manipulate curse energy. Like you can't just get like he can't just do a prosthetic and
can you not just
done.
Kill every single good thing in the show, please? Thank you, Jujutsu Kaisen. Like I get it, you want the shock value, be like, oh, did you know this character died? Yeah, but you don't have to kill every major good character and then also the other good characters lose their ability and are sidelined. Like, no, don't do that. Please stop it. Some characters can live and be okay and continue to fight.
Yeah. That is true.
Like, I feel like it's going overboard now with the characters are dead. Oh, this character can't fight anymore. Oh, like, what? Who's left at the end of this arc? Fucking Yuji and Gojo? Oh,
Yuji and Gojo against the world. I mean, to be fair, the other forces have been decimated as well. Like, all they have is fucking, in my knowledge, that I can remember off the top of my head, is literally the two characters we saw at the end, which is fake Geto and Mahito.
Well, unless we get like a time skip and then we get like a whole new cast, I'm like, we need new characters because literally 90% of this cast is dead or decimated and can't be used anymore. So
yes, sir.
We need some new characters if you're gonna be doing this, and they better be as good as the ones that they're replacing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that Toto gets his abilities back though. Maybe it's like, oh, it's nerfed now because it's not my original hand. I'll even take that.
Maybe. I'll take I feel like it's gonna be a whatchamacall. What's the guy's name from My Hero Academia that lost his powers? But he's like slowly getting them back.
Meteor?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Meteor arc.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense.
And then like when the big 5 arcs from now, when the big bad comes out, you're gonna totally be back to 100% and go show up out of nowhere and be like, I'm back, brother.
I'm back, brother. Alright. Last but not least, we have Dark Gathering, episode 24. First of all, what the fuck was Yayoi using in this dream sequence? Like, was it like a bat with a whip attached to it, or like?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like her weapon that she was using. Like there's like some bat with like a string, and then she would like throw the bat and then like retract it back with the string. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yoi's a weapons expert. Like, what is going on?
The only one I was paying attention to was the fucking ghost that she kept like eating the guy with.
Oh yeah, and then she was like,
that was a more effective weapon.
Right, and then she was like, yeah, go Ghostmon, like, go Chandelure. Dream Eater, it's super effective. So yeah, that's what she used to escape, and well, it was nice that she didn't devour the ghost.
Yeah, per se. Even she was like, fuck them kids, they deserve what they got. You were a good ghost. You were a good guy.
Yeah, she was like, you just got put in a shitty situation. So sorry. Yeah, let's go to this conversation between Yayoi and Dorothy, because I have a theory Uh, uh I I I think that Yayoi is indeed one of the possessed, but she just doesn't know she's one of the possessed because it kind of would literally explain everything.
Like how she's so well in tune with everything and everything.
In
Like
tune, her complete shift in personality, her ability to see ghosts and auras, why she's so fucking smart all of a sudden. Like it literally is it's literally the answer for everything. Like it would explain.
It's
almost
such
everything.
a good answer for everything that I'm thinking it's a red herring, and it's like maybe it's not.
Right, or like it's like, or maybe she's like, oh, half possessed or half not, or like this is like, oh, I kind of, or something.
Some maybe.
That's like,
I wouldn't be surprised if she was possessed. Like you said, it would explain pretty much everything about her.
Exactly, literally everything. Because these two people, like the more they talked, I was like, yeah, it's giving this. They're just reflections of each other, except one is not, a creepy, like murdering sociopath.
It could be, yeah, she's possessed by like a good ghost, maybe, who wants to stop the end of the world or whatever, or like stop this giant ghost monster from unleashing hell.
Or maybe like a ghost who like teamed up with her, or like who took her, but like wasn't even aware of it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. Meanwhile, Dorothy is like, yep, I took over this body and I made her dress like a little goth because what, I hated her nice clothes? Question mark?
Yeah, fuck her, and I put her in this doll so that she can be reminded of how, I don't know, I stole her body.
Right. I was like, okay, girl.
Ruined her fashion choices.
Right. I'm like, a cute eye roll. And I like how they're clearly just like, they both don't really trust each other. They're like, yeah, we'll work together, wink. And she's like, yeah, well, I'll introduce you to everyone, wink.
Yeah, they're both secretly like having plans in the back of their mind. Like, all right, I gotta, anyway, being like, I need to pretend so I get the information, but let me also hit up my ghost friend just in case I need backup.
Oh yeah, and Shami's like, Shami's ready for.
Yeah.
She ready for the war, bitch. She said,
I'll bring the squad. Let me know when the war.
It's about to be a what? Girl fight? Okay. I'm sick of this shit. Time to get a lick back from my sister. And you know what? I respect it. But yeah, it's crazy how Dorothy was just like, oh yeah, I'm so glad that you took care of that monster because says all her plans. I was like, what? Yeah, our allies who created the giant, I don't know, pregnant demon ghost. And yeah, so that was very interesting because I was like, okay, well, what if she wasn't on your side? Yeah, I was gonna get ready to scrap up. I feel like Yayoi would win.
Yeah.
I feel like Yayoi would win. Even though we don't know Dorothy or much about Dorothy, I know people would be like, oh, you don't know what she can do. I'm like, nah. Yayoi is that bitch for starters, and secondly, in addition to being that bitch, she also has like a leveled up ghost buddy who, yeah, I guess truly like a Pokemon. Like I said, like a Pokemon, he literally evolved this episode. So yeah, that would not. Meanwhile, Dorothy's ghost partner would have been like, "Girl, fuck you. Actually, I'm gonna help them beat you.
Yeah, I'm gonna betray you."
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to. Oh my god, yeah, one more episode left. Okay, never mind. I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen. But girl, they're about to wrap this shit up.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably get a season 2. Like maybe they might announce at the end of the next episode or something because they seem to be building up at the end, which means like
I hope so.
Too.
Do you think this anime is popular enough to get season 2?
I hope so. I don't know. I just don't know.
Just don't know. But what I do know, bitch, is that we are done. Whoa, that's right. That was like really harsh. I said
Yeah,
I felt the B. Like I felt the capital
Damn.
B. It might have been all caps. Sorry. Anyway. I don't know when they coming back, but I do know that they are done. And by they I mean we are done. Come on, third person.
Yeah,
we are done.
The royal we.
The royal they have reached the end of this podcast. They have finished the weekly reviews and this episode. So would they be so kind as to take us away? Would thou be so kind to take us away?
Thou will. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Waifu Wars podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to get every episode every week as they go up. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on Discord. All the link in the description down below. We are gearing up for a new anime season, which means if you're a patron or a channel member, you can vote for one of the shows that we cover next season. And we're also going to have a brand new slate of live watch shows to watch. So if you want to join us for that, you know what to do. And we'll also have a winter preview up soon-ish. So look for that. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
So I feel like next week's episode is gonna be delayed just because of Christmas. So to all who celebrate and does holidays and stuff and Christmas, happy holidays, all that junk. I hope you get at least one thing you're looking forward to getting. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Stay warm, eat lots of food, get that holiday ham. You say you're getting a holiday ham, Oni?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to get a holiday ham.
Okay, do that so I can come over and eat it.
Oh, bet. Yeah. On that note, this has been Sobroni and
Drooby Doo.
I'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.